Hi, this chemistry video today is on moles to mass. I'm going to do a quick example problem. We've got 1.7 moles, 1.70 moles of KMnO4. And the question is how many grams is equivalent to 1.70 moles of KMnO4? So what you have to do is you're going to take your 1.7 moles of KMnO4 and you're going to multiply it by a conversion factor. And just like any conversion factor, you're going to put what you want to convert to on top and what you're getting rid of on the bottom. So I always start with the units. I want to convert to grams, so I'm putting grams right on top. I'm talking about grams of KMnO4, and we are getting rid of moles right there. So I'm going to go moles of KMnO4 on the bottom. And you could really put any number of moles on the bottom you want, but the easiest to do would just to be put 1 mole of KMnO4. And then you have to find the molar mass of KMnO4. And you do that by looking at your periodic table. So looking at the periodic table, we've got potassium. Zooming in on that is 39, and we round it to 39.1. We got 39.1. That's the atomic mass. And then we've got to add manganese, which looks like is 54.9. 54.9 grams per mole. And then we've got oxygen. And when we look at oxygen, it's 15.99 rounded to 16.0. Because a good rule of thumb is always to round your atomic mass to the nearest tenth. 16.0, but there's 4 of them in there, so we got to multiply that 16.0 by 4. Then you take out your calculator, which every good chemistry student comes to class not only on time but with their calculator. And we got 16.4, or 16.0 times 4 is 64. So I'm going to take 64 plus 54.9 plus 39.1, and that gives me 158, which is my molar mass. So I place my 158 right on top, because that's how many grams I need to have 1 mole of that substance. Taking a step back, I've got 1.7 moles of KMnO4. I'm trying to convert it to grams. So now all I have to do is multiply what I have on top and divide by what I have on the bottom. So I'm going to take 1.7 times 158 divided by 1. Moles will cancel out, and I have 268.6 grams of KMnO4, because that is what my unit is on top that didn't get canceled out. Got to do sig fig rounding. Going back to my original problem, don't worry about what's in the conversion factor. Go off of the number that you start with. I've got 1, 2, 3, that zeros after a significant figure and after a decimal, therefore it is significant because it shows rounding. So that's 3 sig figs. Right here I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to have to round it up so that I only have 3. So that's 6, 5 or higher, round up. It's going to make that 8 a 9. So technically I got 269 grams of KMnO4. And that is my answer, and that is how I convert moles to grams.